Bard fight. Bard fight.
Everyone's having a great night. I guess I'm this evening's sacrifice.
Bard fight.
You deserve
This
a
is
good
actually
show.
perfect for me because I always play a bard.
She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I'll last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down. My, we caught a butterfly, such a delicate thing. What a find. I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings. Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Let's call her out. Let's call her on her shit.
Why would I come here to start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, why are you keeping your guard up? Oh man, you stole that from Pan. What a real renegade. No, you
She accused me of
no
biting.
point of view, kid. People have paid. Me, I've seen a whole lot of bands. I know what a song's secondhand. Maybe you don't know who I am. So she's heard everything before, and she can't be excited anymore. But maybe there's 1,000 brand new songs been right in front of her all along. Let me hear you. On the left now. Come on. What are you gonna do now, Persephone? I shout out and the crowd is there for me. Voices joyous, join me steadily.
Oh,
Next night
Jesus.
is the sound of destiny. Who sends for me to question me? Persephone, they said to me, Queen of the dead, you dead to me. On the moves, who are you to step to me?
Fuck. God damn.
Don't use that word. You have no right to use that word.
Dead?
After what you did to her. Don't I just kill you and wipe the floor with you? Don't use that word.
I hit
you
a
have
nerve.
to fight to use that word. You don't go in and take. That's your biggest mistake. For Calliope's sake.
She went in for a fucking kill shot. Jesus.
You overcame so much on your own. You should be praised.
damn.
I'm done throwing stones. Please believe me. Do you see me bowing down to you, my queen?
Oh. Bruh.
Underworld, I hereby concede.
We use the
You
charisma.
want blood, well, there's no more to
I got a nat
bleed.
20.
Your queen's above that. Now I get that. But can you help Persephone? Help a lost little girl.
I appeal. Eh? Eh? Eh?
Well, you won.
So it appears. If what you told the chorus is true, why do you think Calliope came to you that night?
I win!
I honestly don't know. I'm not even sure how she knew where I lived. She must have followed me.
I see. All right, Grace. Come with me.
I made a friend. Through the power of song.
Calliope came to me years ago.
Thank you for the
She'd
soul, I
grown
appreciate
tired
it.
of
No returns,
arguing
exchange of
with
the
the
refunds, all
idols,
sales are final.
tired of
Thank you for your
being
patronage.
branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
Okay.
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was her. Okay.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
So what now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
You're clever. You let me win our showdown, and that's a solid move. Calliope may well have chosen you.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
I have a journal.
One of us.
Oh.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow
Oh, Demon
escaped
Forney.
detection. We found
greetings.
nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Thank you for the soul. I appreciate it. No returns, exchanges, or refunds. All sales are final. Thank you for your patronage. See the pipe below.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Ow.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
Oh,
And
Hecate.
it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out.
Oh.
We haven't tried everything yet.
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus...
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
So she was a
but
brat.
enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too... messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is... odd.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well,
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it, and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
Okay, this
The
isn't...
one and only god I killed deserved it.
Right. Sorry I brought it up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
Apollo's like, I might
Told
be
you
the
I
god
wouldn't
of the
get much
sun,
help,
but here's some
Did you
shade.
now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
This won't help.
Please, both of you. None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone. A piece of her is in me. She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
I love this. I love this.
Calliope, I'm listening
More music.
now.
More music.
Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
It's so dramatic it is.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I've been
I
before
am
I
trapped.
snapped.
This is not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
Oh, hello.
There he is, God of the sun.
Aren't you a queen with all that that means?
Hello?
Stop looking for a fight. These old wounds, they distract and blind you.
We had 2 seconds of peace, and then the rap
doesn't
battle
know it's
continued.
important.
And you do?
I'm gonna follow the himbo.
Follow him or stay.
We go after the himbo. I've already decided.
It's not my finest moment.
I will be. And we riz.
You kind of went dark and stormy back there. It was impressive.
I honestly thought I had left that behind me.
Left what? Signs of life? The world won't wither if you raise your voice, Apollo.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just wish old habits didn't return so easily around.
Him, like, I has anger issues, and it's like, it's fine.
Family thing, huh?
That's why I've tried to avoid my fellow idols for so long. I don't like who I am when I'm with them.
I know what you mean. I'll be 14 around my parents forever.
Try living in their house for 1,000 years.
Bruh.
Ooh, no thanks.
No, thank you.
At least coming here was useful. You have a better idea of where to start looking, right?
I thought you'd decide that getting me into the underworld was enough.
What? Bring you to Persephone and then shrug? Not my problem now?
What I meant to say is... thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sorry. I'm not used to asking people for help.
It's all right. I certainly know that.
Ah, we're bonding. It's great.
Where do we look then?
I need to give it some thought. This won't be easy. If another idol is behind this, they know as well. They had a plan.
So you don't know where to look next.
I need time to sort it out. Just be patient, Grace.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
I respect Athena. She has dragged us into the modern age, sometimes kicking and screaming. She's why we're alive. But if I said that her need to keep us safe
Amian's like,
didn't
okay,
drive her
now
to
Kith.
extremes, I'd be lying. You represent a risk, Grace. To her, that is more important than any notion of compassion or justice.
I'm not that much of a risk, am I? I won't explode. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst is that we could be admitting either a murderer or a usurper into our ranks.
How awful.
She's protecting an idea as much as a physical reality. It's true. To her, there is no difference.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Someplace I can look?
Don't you want to relax? You haven't rested since this began.
Relax? Who can relax? I've been sentenced to death, Apollo.
Fair point. Even so, go home, Grace. The next time you see me, I'll have a better notion of what to do.
Fine.
My himbo.
But I'm holding you
My
to
precious himbo. I finished. I got an achievement for sticking with Apollo.
Hey, Freddy.
Hey.
Is everything okay?
Not really. I felt like crap after you left. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
Oh. Should we just riz everyone? Or should I just remain her friend zoned? I live with her though, and it'd make it weird. But I live with her, and it'd make it weird. Harem? Maybe a little bit of a harem. But like, she's just my roommate. Friend
I
zoning.
get it, Fred, but I do need you. I don't know if I can do this without your help.
I do know more when it comes to Greek mythology. Though I don't know if that last word applies now that we...
Just say you'll help me. I beg you.
Isn't that a given? Just tell me what happened since I saw you last. Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up siding with Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
I'm not sure. I think so. It doesn't seem like he's lying, but he's hard to read.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it.
So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Huh. I wonder what he wants.
Probably to cash in his precious favor.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
His abs are trustworthy. Hmm. I met Eros, the god of sex, just hanging around in the underworld looking like a Turkish wrestler taking a quick break from his BDSM dungeon. He was nice enough, if kind of wrapped up in his own problems, hardly seemed the killer type, but what do I know? But what do I know? Okay. But like, look at him. Anyway, I should talk to Apollo or go see what Pan wants. Let's go talk to Apollo. Fucking tagged up fucking beach house. Oh, look at the sad boy.
Ah, Grace, you're back. That's good. I was just about to call you.
Where are you?
He means he wants me to call you because Paul here still hasn't figured out how to use a phone.
That's not true. I know how, I just don't like them. They're confusing. Anyhow, I've been contemplating our list of suspects, and I think Pan is someone we need to consider.
Oh, that's convenient.
Wait. You don't like phones?
I just don't like talking to people I can't see.
No, it's the ringtones. They scare the crap out of him. I kid you not.
I'm not frightened. Only a child would be frightened. They're just very loud.
Yeah.
Can we return to the subject of Pan,
I love him.
please?
I love him.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
Persephone did, but I've had time to think it over. Pan is a schemer, a traitor in favors. He always has been. His sudden appearance in all this cannot be coincidental.
You think he could have killed Calliope after all?
Perhaps. Or he knows who did and is trying to turn it to his benefit. He always knows more than he pretends.
You should know. Pan asked me to meet him at Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Wait,
Alrighty.
he wants to see you again? I don't like this.
Jealous?
I don't know why you're so suspicious. He seems relatively harmless.
Relative to what, Grace? How much do you really know about him?
I mean, that's accurate.
Aphrodite is holding a party of sorts, one you should attend. She is closest to Pan. Indeed, she knows almost all the idols. If anyone is up to something, she's bound to know.
Okay.
What do you mean by a party of sorts? I mean, I'm always down for a party, but...
It's more of a remembrance than a party, really. It's difficult to describe.
That's awfully vague, Apollo.
It'll be easier to see for yourself. It's nothing you can't handle.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
Well, talking to Aphrodite isn't something anyone does with much success these days.
Oh.
Well, if that's the case, what makes you think I'll get anywhere?
There's a standing invitation for the Muse to attend this party. Calliope never went, so Aphrodite will be thrilled to see you. Trust me. If I
Okay.
thought you couldn't get her to talk, I wouldn't suggest it.
Okay, I'll go. Eventually.
Perfect. I will see you there.
Paul, you should see this. The names you wanted me to look up are getting weird results.
I don't doubt it. I was hoping you could...
Get over here!
No worries, Paul. I'll see you later.
Okay. We shall go talk to Persephone. We shall talk to the Persephone.
As I recall, Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave. If it wasn't clear, I don't give second chances.
Oh, she did take
or
it
did you have
personally.
some other reason for darkening my doorstep?
Oh, she's mad at me.
Couldn't be here for the cool music and a drink? I definitely need one.
Am I supposed to believe you're here to blow off steam?
Why not?
I mean...
Don't you ever?
No. Look at her.
Ooh, here I thought I could drink. Lady, you have my respect and admiration.
Oh, shit.
You'll have an idol's fortitude in time. Now, however, I need to call our little evening to an end.
We riz.
Oh, so soon? I was just thinking how much I like the music here.
Oh, is that so? Well, the dance floor is that way.
Here to join me?
Oh, my dancing days are over, Grace. Do enjoy yourself. Drinks are on the house.
Oh.
One last word of advice before you go. If you want to survive, don't look to anyone else for help. Not Apollo, not Pan, not even me.
Mm-hmm.
You walked away from my offer, and I respect that. Make your choices and live with them.
Okay. Now we go talk to you. Oh, hey, it's that tree.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Okay.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Okay.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give up my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the week.
I mean, you know what? That's valid.
Right.
That's
Good
valid.
point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
Excuse?
I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate.
Oh.
A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of
Interesting.
years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most.
Uh-huh.
Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Yeah.
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
Oh.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
Fair enough.
This Hecate. Do you think she could help me?
If
Oh,
she's of a
I
mind.
want to know what Hecate looks
She is
like.
the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous
So he
glamours.
wants a hand job.
If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Potentially? I don't
Then
know.
she won't help you.
I don't think this
Grace,
is that
that
kind of
part is
coded
up to
game.
you. I can't be expected to do everything.
I have
can
one
I?
game that's like that I want to play through and record the playthrough, but Thrax is going to have a lot of editing to do with it.
If these relics are off limits, does that mean they're dangerous?
Some,
Hand job
but
through
I'm
song.
not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
princess this
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask
Use
Hecate
the stick.
first. She,
Either way.
and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Okay. So be nice to her.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
Wow. And flirt.
You're saying you can talk me into anything?
Anything you would enter into willingly and with eyes wide open. Which covers,
A time's
a
wide
great
open.
deal. Yes,
That's surprisingly ethical of you, Pan.
I find consent wildly attractive, Grace.
Sir. Under the sunlight.
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous.
We had to get the
gentleman
Creed
you
reference
seek
in
is
there,
named
didn't we?
Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key
He's not a
you need to
himbo,
reach
but
the
he's fucking
reliquary.
smooth.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Let's go to the relic. That is a shipping crate. Oh? I took Freddy
When I
with me?
opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
That's how Pan described it. He said it was a, what's the word? A reliquary?
That is where relics are kept, like magic items, like when we played D&D.
This is nothing like D&D.
Well, I don't know about you, Grace, but if a dragon came flying out of that mist, I would not be the least bit surprised.
Girl's got a point.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Tell
Do
me
you
about
know
Hecate.
anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
That sounds good, yeah. Hey, Hecate! I love your library. So much knowledge! Wow.
I bet you'll really appreciate a quality smartass.
I brought you for a reason, right?
We make a fine team, you and I.
Okay.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No.
No.
Freelancer, hello. Hi,
That's
hi.
the Minotaur's real name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
Meddle in love lives? Sweet Talk, the goddess of witchcraft? Freddy, who are you dealing with?
The master meddler and
Actually.
sweet talker.
Damn straight.
Yeah, you would be chaotic
I look
then.
forward to seeing you in operation. There's no way at all this could go poorly.